All right, take two. Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? I just got home from the movies, and it is now time for the best bets. I believe this is episode 22. We are taking a look at UFC Fight Night at the Apex. Erin Blanchfield versus Maycee Barber, which is taking place tomorrow, May the 31st, starting at 6:30 p.m. EST. We do have a couple missed bouts on the card. We did have a couple pullouts. That is okay. We still have a nice card, and we're going to get it started. We're going to start off with the four best bets, next with the props for each fight, just one singular prop from each fight that I like, and then we will move on to the parlays in the end. Hopefully you guys do enjoy. If you do, make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you have not already. Let's get down and dirty. We are actually episode 24, so that is a little bit shocking. I'm not going to lie. I did not expect to be that deep into the betting talk so far, but for you guys that have watched it the whole time, I appreciate you guys very much. And for you guys that are just tuning in now, well, welcome. Let's get it started right now. We are going to take a look at let's just open up DraftKings first, get it open, and get it started. There we go. Okay, so let's just prop this up. Those are the picks I like this week. Let's just fucking get rid of those real quick. Again, let's move on over here to the UFC, and let's just take a look at the four best bets of the evening now. The first best bet of the evening, we are going purely based off of this week. We're going purely based off of lockability. We're going based off of if it's a decent enough line to chalk in a parlay. We're going to try and get you a 4-pick parlay with the best bets. Now, Rayanne Dos Santos versus Alice Ardelane. This, in my opinion, is a super easy one. Rayanne Dos Santos should mop up Alice. Realistically, she's just so much better. Rayanne's on a 2-win streak in the UFC, if you really count it, because she beat Talita, who's an impressive grappler, and she beat Pooja, who's a half-decent striker, even though she couldn't finish Joanna when she got her to the ground with that head kick. I just feel like Dos Santos is just so much better. She's just significantly improving at a faster rate than Alice. And Alice is kind of at a standstill in her career, 9-7, not really going anywhere. 33 years of age, exiting the prime for the women inside the UFC and mixed martial arts. I would give it hands down to Rayanne, especially with a 4-year advantage all day. Her line is -220. It is not the worst, but it is definitely not the best. A lot of love coming on Alice recently. I don't know why. Sure, it is what it is. Whatever. Now we're going to move on. Next on the best bets, Alan Nascimento versus Rafael Filo. We're taking Alan Nascimento all day. Rafael Filo is good on the ground, but he has a little bit of a problem with getting his back taken. He has been submitted by rear naked choke, I believe, twice in his career. And you have Alan Nascimento, who's absolutely disgusting on the ground. His grapple and his Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu game is just so superior to a lot of guys at 125. He did miss weight as well. Alan's not going to be as drained for this fight as Filo. I think Alan's just going to be able to mop him up. I think the pressure and the consistency of Alan Nascimento is going to play a big role here. Now, granted, he has not fought in 2.5 years. Rafael Filo himself has not fought in a year and a bit. This is going to be ring rust for both guys, and I feel like Alan, realistically, on the mats is significantly better. This is probably going to play more on the ground, and if we're looking at that side, you have to pick Nascimento. Filo's really good in the hands, really good on the feet, but Nascimento sets it up well, sets his takedowns well. He does have a bit of a problem when it comes to guys who land decent strikes and have good takedowns. That would be Tair Ulanbekov as well on his recent loss history. But you have Rafael Filo, who, again, big problem against Makayev. He just didn't deal well against the pressure of grappling, and Alan Nascimento is similar, just not as hefty on the pressure side. I like Alan Nascimento all day. That would be the second best bet at -125. We're going to take a look at the third best bet of the evening, and that would be Ramiz Brahima versus Billy Ray Goff. I would pick Goff by knockout. Realistically, you can pick Goff on the spread -3.5. I believe Billy Ray Goff is going to absolutely maul the shit out of Ramiz. I love Ramiz a lot. I really respect the knockout of Mickey Gall, but he has a bit of a problem in his career with winning one, losing one. That has been a consistency for the last 5 or 6 years. He kind of has a bit of a curse behind him. That's reason number one to pick against him. Reason number two, Billy Ray Goff has been dropped many times in his career and come back just to absolutely maul guys. In this instance as well, fought Trey Waters, 6-inch reach disadvantage or whatever it is, or height disadvantage as well, 6'3" against 5'10". Billy actually did well with it, didn't get too badly hurt, actually won a round as well. That's a problem. That's a huge problem. That's a red flag for Ramiz, and I would be damned. I would be absolutely shocked if Billy Ray does not get this done via knockout. I'm going to put Billy Ray by knockout. You know what? I'll put this point spread, but the prop for the fight will be Billy Ray by knockout. Just remember that when we go down to it. Now, let's take a look. What are we at here? Plus 279 for a 3-pick parlay. Now, that is terrible, but it is what it is. We're going to go to the fourth best bet of the evening. Realistically, I could put Balaji on there. Should be able to mop up Michael Aswell, who is making his UFC debut tomorrow night. Just didn't really get it done in Contender Series against Bogdan Grad. Did survive, though, which gives a little bit of a worry for a Balaji TKO KO, but I do think he gets it done. There also is Kurt Hollabaugh, who's a huge underdog this weekend, who I love. Just a little bit unsure on the line, a little bit unsure about how I'm going to feel about Jordan Leviat and his ground game. I think Kurt's going to be able to take his back and choke him out, but I guess we'll see. But we're going to take the main event. Now, granted, I am probably 3-15 or 4-15 in the last 15 main events. I do switch my pick quite often. This is the most confident I've ever been about a pick, realistically, in the last probably 3 months. Honestly, I think this is the most confident I've been about a pick in a long time. Erin Blanchfield is going to maul Maycee Barber. Now listen, just listen. Maycee Barber got out-grappled by Alexa Grasso and Roxanne Modafferi. She got outstruck, literally outstruck by Alexa Grasso and Roxanne Modafferi. When she doesn't get her way, she breaks. When she doesn't feel like she has the power, she breaks. She had a split decision over Andrea Lee that Lee arguably won. That's a red flag. That's an immediate red flag. For a girl that's fighting top 10 in the UFC, that is a huge red flag. Erin Blanchfield just went toe-to-toe with Rose Namajunas and won the fight, clearly, too. That's a huge striker, too. It's not like Rose is no bitch. She had a decision over Manon Fiorot. She did half well. Manon beat the shit out of her, but she did okay. Talia Santos, who, by the way, finishes everyone. Knocks out girls in PFL. Finishes everyone. Or I guess she didn't knock her out. Got knocked out by Dakota, but she choked out Joanne. Regardless, early in her career, she was mauling girls, and she was still really good with her striking later in her career. Chokes out Jessica Andrade. Erin Blanchfield has a lot of potential. Erin Blanchfield has a lot of ability in mixed martial arts. She's good on the ground. She has half-decent striking. She doesn't get gassed. She has good cardio, too. And she's massive. She is. She's pretty big for 125. She's 5'4", 68 inches of reach. She's got a big frame. Really like a farm girl, honestly. Maycee Barber's got a little bit better in the height area, maybe in the weight area. She missed weight as well. Maycee looks fucking drained as well. Maycee looked bad on the scales. Maycee did not look good. She looked like a skeleton. Erin Blanchfield, minus 5.5. Take it all day. Run with it. Erin Blanchfield's going to win. All day. Let's just put myself to the side here. Let's just make it a little bit smaller. Let's just take a look. Rainy Dos Santos, Alan Nascimento, Billy Ray Goff, Erin Blanchfield. That's the 4-pick. That's the 4 best bets in my opinion. Plus 755. If you don't want to take the spreads, you just want to take the lines because you're an absolute psychopath, plays plus 379. Still not bad for a 4-pick. You can still make quite a bit of money. That would be $4.80 for every dollar. $25 gets you back $120. Not bad. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to move on to the prop section. Let's get into it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at the props that I like for each individual fight of the evening. Let's get into it. We're going to take a look right here. We now have Bet365 open. A little bit better, I'm not going to lie. We are going to take a look at the first fight of the evening, Rayani Dos Santos versus Alias Ardelaine. I like the over 2.5 at minus 450. But if you like Alice to maybe steal a round from Rayani, who's a little bit unfortunate on the scorecards, you could do that as well. Plus 3.5 pays you almost even money, a little bit better than Rayani Dos Santos. But I do like Rayani Dos Santos to win via decision. You can take her on the minus if you like it, but I like her on the line. Balaji Oki versus Michael Aswell. Realistically, Balaji Oki by knockout is the way you should go. He is very powerful. Michael Aswell is a UFC newcomer. Not exactly UFC talent. Should not even be close in this fight, but I guess we will take Balaji Oki minus 3.5, seeing as it's the only realistic thing you can feel confident about. Kurt Hollabaugh versus Jordan Leviat. I love this fight a lot. I do like Kurt Hollabaugh significantly. If you like the spread, take it. I like the line more. I think Kurt Holobaugh gets it done at a plus almost 200. I love it. Rafael Filo versus Alan Nascimento, and Nascimento via submission. It's not the worst. I guess you could go... I guess Nascimento just prop, but honestly... Let's go not to go distance, maybe. Perhaps. Let me just think here. This is a very, very close fight, guys. I'm going to go not to go distance. I have a feeling that the Alan Nascimento gets it done via submission. He just seems a little bit too forward for Rafael Filo to deal with late in the stages of the fight. Zachary versus Dusko Tudorovic. Under 1.5 seems very safe. One of these guys is going out in the first round, most likely. Let's see who gets it done. Maycee Chasson versus Ketlin Vieira. I love Maycee Chasson here. Minus 3.5 probably is your best bet. Ketlin's just going to get pieced up. Maycee's probably going to force a lot of pressure on her. Possibly knock her out, but I think Maycee minus 3.5 is a really good bet. Pays a lot, really well. If you don't like the spread, just take the money line, guys. It's not that big of a deal. Let's just switch it up to the money line. Dustin Jacoby versus Bruno Lopez. This fight's probably not going the distance. Bruno's been cracked heavy before. He doesn't deal well with big shots. He really doesn't. And I think here, Dustin Jacoby just has a little bit too much on him. I think the minus 3.5 is perfect. I think he can get a knockout over Bruno Lopez, send him back to the LFA possibly. Billy Ray Goff versus Ramiz Brahima. What did I say my favorite prop was? Exactly. Billy Ray Goff to win by knockout. He's going to get it done. Mateus Gamrot versus Ludovic Klein. This one's a little bit sketchy, guys. A little bit sketchy. Ludovic Klein, like a pure finisher. Like pure finisher. He just loves to knock dudes out. He comes to the UFC, decisions a couple guys, but, you know, knocks out some new contenders. Mateus Gamrot is also a finisher. Loves to maul guys. Loves to get it done. I think I'm going to go with Gamrot. Honestly, not to go distance isn't that fucking bad. Plus 190. It pays good enough that I would sprinkle. I would sprinkle. Why not? Why would you not sprinkle? I think it's really possible he gets it done, but inside distance, oof, I don't know. Gamrot, I love him all day. Let's do it. Erin Blanchfield versus Maycee Barber. I'm not going to lie, guys. I don't think Maycee Barber makes it to the end of the bell. It really seems like Maycee Barber's not doing well. It seems like something's really wrong. Not to go distance is probably your best bet in terms of the money, but if we're being honest, Erin Blanchfield's going to fucking maul her. Minus 5.5. Give me the plus 137. $25 on that 10-pick parlay, guys. It's a 10-pick parlay. 10-pick. We only have 10 fights. How depressing is that, eh? How depressing is that? 10-pick parlay. $25 wins you $13,748. Or, excuse me, $478. Guys, look. Just look for a second. $1 wins you $540. Just chuck it on. Why would you not? Just in case. You're going to slam your head if that wins. You're going to slam your head on the ground. Trust me. I know you will. Let's move on to the parlay, shall we? Let's get right into it, okay? We're going to go on for the first parlay of the evening. Rayani Dos Santos, light work, Balaji Oki, minus 3.5. I love it. Alan Nascimento, plus 282 on the early prelim. You want to add one more in there? You think Kurt Holobaugh can steal a round away from Jordan Levitt? I love it. $25 wins you $172. I love it for an early parlay. You want to pick the most confident bets of the evening, and you want to just pick the line because, again, it's a little bit sketchy sometimes when you pick away from the line. Billy Ray Goff and Erin Blanchfield. Okay, you got a 6-pick parlay a little bit later on as well. You do have to go through the first fight of the evening, but I mean, I don't feel like there's any way Rayani loses. You have a plus 800 parlay. It's not bad. $9.50 for every buck. $262 for a 6-pick is a little bit steep, but these are really, really hefty favorites, chalky favorites. You got to deal with it if you're picking those. You know, if you're picking those confident picks, just don't expect to get paid out huge. Rayani Dos Santos, Kurt Holobaugh on the line, Alan Nascimento, Maycee Chasson. That could do it for a 4-pick parlay. If you really want to tone it down and you want to get my most confident parlay, if you really want the most confident parlay, Erin Blanch. Oh, we're just gonna reset because that's just what this does, bro. Shoot the fireball. Yeah. Sorry, we just gotta fucking get that in there. There we go. Okay. What did I say? Maycee. No. Under 1.5. Zachary Reese, Dusko, Erin Blanchfield, and if you really want to put one more on there, you can put Balaji, or you can put, you know, Billy Ray Goff or something. Maybe these two. But realistically, you want a 3-pick. You win more than double your money. You win a little bit better. $100 wins you $275. That's probably my most confident pick. That's probably going to hit. I don't see how that loses realistically. Balaji Oki, if he gets upset by Michael Aswell, I think I might as well stop betting on UFC. It's just there's no way Balaji Oki loses to Michael Aswell. Aswell is barely UFC talent. Barely. Literally barely. Just because he went to a split decision with Bogdan Grad, they're giving him a fucking shot. Whatever. There's not a whole lot you can do for parlays, to be completely honest. If you want to take Billy Ray Goff by knockout, you want to take... you know, Alan Nascimento via submission, and you want to take maybe Balaji Oki by decision, Kurt Holloway by decision. You like Kurt Holloway by decision? I don't mind it. Like, I don't mind it, dude. Plus 6,800. Maybe you just take the two. Is Alan Nascimento, Billy Ray Goff, but I love Randy DeSantos too. Brings it up to plus 2,000. $25 wins you 500. Holy shit, guys. I mean, it's not that bad. Alan Nascimento can really get it done. If you don't even like Alan Nascimento by decision, guess what? Guess what you can do? Just because you don't like it, guess what? Under 2.5 rounds. Still gets you almost a plus 1,000. You get both guys, man, to finish. I don't know. It's not that bad. Okay? It's not that bad. There's a lot of parlays that you could do. Personally, there's not a whole lot I like. They did kind of take away the favorite fights that I wanted to bet on. They took away Trevin Giles, who was going to mop up Alexander Gustafsson. What was the other one they took away? They took away Markel Medeiros versus Balaji Oki. They took away fucking Oban Elliott and Ramiz. That was a while ago that they took that one away. But, you know, it is what it is, guys. I mean, that was the end of the betting talk. Honestly, like, if you want... Listen, Randy Dos Santos, Balaji Oki, Alan Nascimento... Under 1.5 in the Zach. Listen, I'll just fucking pop this one on the screen, okay? We'll just do this. Balaji Oki, Alan Nascimento, Erin Blanchfield, Billy Ray Goff. That's like your best. That's your best picks that you can get for tonight. Tomorrow night, excuse me. Best. Because I don't see how anything else is more of a lockup. I don't see what else can be better. The only sketchy thing on this fucking thing is Alan Nascimento and the under 1.5. Because Zachary Reese, I don't know why this dude is so fucking inconsistent, but he is. He gets knocked out on the ground by a ground and pound shot that shouldn't even have fucking... I don't even know. I guess Bakoya is just different level of strength. If Reese gets knocked out again in the first round, bro, I don't know what else to do. But, man, if anyone can do it, Dusko's going to fucking do it. So, that's why I'm not picking Zachary Reese. Fuck it. If he loses, though... Oh my God, he should knock him out. He really should knock out Dusko really early. I really hope he does, because I'll be really depressed if he doesn't. It's another can that gets fucking mopped up, whatever. That's all I got for you guys. Okay, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you have not already. This was the betting talk number 24. Guys, we're almost a quarter quell done this shit. We're almost at a fucking quarter down the 100. That's insane. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the live at 6:30 sharp. It is a companion. I do not stream the fights. It's just to talk shit, sit in the chat, watch the fights. It's not hard to find the fights. Just chillax for an evening. It's not that big of a deal. I'll have a timer and shit on screen. It's not. See, look, I got a little timer. Look, it goes. Wee woo, wee woo. Okay, that's all I got for you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.